Motherfuckers, and happy Thursday. 'Tis March 16th, 2023, and it's 11:22, one of my favorite times to talk with you. Welcome to my club of Kottontales, a place for me to be 100% me and help myself mentally and physically. Welcome to my calisthenics with Kottontale. I'm Amber Kottontale, the moisture maker. Cheers. Not our first hit of the day, but it feels like it. Oh man, I move stuff around. Weirding me out. Okay. She a bad one, bad bitch. So, as I mentioned, 'tis Thursday. It is now 11:23 a.m. So good motherfucking morning from me to you, but good afternoon and good evening to all the wonderful motherfucking cocktails around the world. 'Tis a great day to make some moisture. You know what I mean? It's been a really interesting week. We've just been mentally low, but also like just thinking about tons of different things and just trying to sort of like, man, it's been a rough week, and I can't help but feel like the roughness of the week comes from the fact that 2 days ago was a would have been anniversary. I will say this though, 314 definitely didn't affect me this year as much as it has in the past years, and it leads me to believe that next year it will just be another day. You know what I mean? Things that everything in the past has time to sort of heal and in a way gloss over. I came to this realization because I was thinking about some stuff that happened to me in high school. An interaction where a boy was extremely cruel, actually ripped up, or not ripped up, crumpled a note that I had given him and put it in the garbage while all of his friends laughed. And me being, a like 15-year-old girl and, quite insecure in myself in a bunch of different ways because I didn't really have sort of a bunch of different things at that time, but especially the guidance on like what to do when you have a crush and things like that. And clearly my self-worth was very low at that time because I kept that note, I ripped it up, and I wrote a note on the outside of it that said, reminder that you're very ugly, ugly, ugly. I used 3 uglies. And I'm glad that I don't view myself like that anymore. And it's crazy because, 22 years ago, that really, really affected me. And even, probably 10 years ago, it might have affected me. But I definitely think that particular note, we should probably find it and, burn it and just get rid of it. But it made me think about how that became just a fleeting thought. So Voldemort and the things that he did in turn will become a fleeting thought, and how much power a day and a person holds against me will be a fleeting thought. So yeah, it's been an interesting week though, to say the least. Tomorrow is Hermes' 1-month birthday, and I plan on doing a video, an update on Hermes, because Hermes be looking really interesting. Also hurts all the fucking time. They told me that the scar would hurt for 3 to 5 months afterwards, but I didn't really anticipate what kind of hurting it would be. It's quite annoying. Plus it has scabbing and dry skin on it, and it's just it's very uncomfortable. It's very stiff. still. Very much hurts when it gets hit. Still can't. We're going to test our band out. But I don't think we can do our band yet. I know I can't put pressure on it. I only recently have been able to, like, kind of stretch it. It's still not, like, you know, I can kind of pull on my hand and stretch like that. I'm scared to do that. When I do that, I feel it so intensely in here. So, you know, we're just working up the abilities in the hand. I do this thing that they have me do, the fist bump, the kitty claw, and then you touch your pinky to your thumb, which this right here is such a weird movement that is so stiff and hurts sometimes. Really, really quite interesting. And I also feel electricity, like, in this part of my arm, which the doctor told me that's just essentially parts of my arm waking up that I haven't really had access to in the last couple years with having carpal tunnel. But it freaks me out, you know what I mean? Because you just have like an electricity jolt going through your arm when all you're doing is stretching it. And it's just like, ah! Onto my nose. I decided to just start running. Run away from the pain. But yeah, so tomorrow is Hermes' 1-month birthday, but it's also St. Patty's Day, which tends to be a day that people go out and, you know, partay and do sort of things. I will not be doing anything. I probably am going to clean my cave. That's going to be the extent of what I do tomorrow. My friend Leah comes home from Hawaii today, so I'm hoping maybe Saturday she might want company and I'll be able to come over, hang out, pick her brain about Hawaii, and then also finally give her children their Yule present. I was waiting for 2 of the items because I had them custom made. Live and learn. I did not anticipate it taking 3 months for, actually more like 4 months, but yeah, like 3 months, because the last little bit was me waiting for her, so 3 months it took for them to get to me. Next time I order something handmade for a holiday, I will make sure to do it many months in advance, and if it gets here bright and early, I'll just keep it until the time, because it feels weird giving someone a Yule present halfway through March. I don't like it. Especially when I'm pretty sure, I know one of the children's birthdays is coming up in April, but I'm pretty sure the twins' birthdays are like sometime in March. Which is hilarious, but at the same time, I did kind of not plan on getting them a birthday present because the Yule present I got for the twins is pretty extravagant. I did a good job of keeping it even, but price-wise it's not even whatsoever. 2 of the gifts are even, and 2 of the gifts are even because she has 4 kids. So I made sure that, you know, the 2 had the same price and then 2 of them had the same price. But the price point from the difference of those is intense. Like a $50 difference. But see, it doesn't matter about the money. It matters about getting something that the person would love. And Leah's twin daughters are obsessed with snakes. So, it just like, I didn't even think twice. You know what I mean? I just like, before I even knew it, I was sending a message like, hey, have the girls pick from these colors. Anywho, I'm going to finish putting up our disclaimers. Let's get the content spread to perfection. I mean, I highly doubt anybody will actually come and chill. I mean, might get someone to chill. We tend to get loikers, but I doubt anybody will actually chill and chat with me. So, I just spread these in the hopes of that. Plus, if I'm not going to share the link on Facebook, why else do I have it? Because I don't really have it to connect with people. I mean, some, you know, but for the most part, I just post links to my content and other random stuff. I try to avoid putting like thoughts and feelings there because no one's gonna really give me any kind of feedback. So I might as well put it somewhere where I know that not too many people will necessarily see it. Like my live contentery. My posted contentery gets seen more than live, which is kind of blows my mind. Like blows my mind a lot actually. And then Snapchatty. You know, I only have 5 friends on there. And most of them don't even really, like, use Snapchatty. Um, like, they don't have stories that they update super frequently or anything like that. And I don't talk with, I think, like, my friend Kayla is the only one that I really chat with on a daily basis on there. Because I have her cell phone, but we haven't confirmed or denied how much it costs to text between the two of us. Because let's be honest, if we could send text messages knowing that it was free, I think we would just send text messages. But I use Snap to keep it with her. And then my friend in the UK, ex-Harlequin X, actually, that's how I met her, was through Club Kottontale. Majodi, blue-haired goddess, we have her on there. And then Raymundo, which we text with him, but, you know, every so often you want to send, like, a snap or something like that. Trying to think of who the other people are. Jessica, I think I still have on there, which is part of my long-distance tribe. So, Ray, Kayla, Jessica, Jody. Who is the other person? Because I'm pretty sure there was 5. Ah, yes, Alicia, which is a person I met through just like a random chat through Facebook, I believe. I don't know. She's a lovely human being, so I keep her. And she actually interacts and is respectful, you know what I mean? That's just it, is like, I'll add anybody to my Snapchat, but I delete them just as quickly, because most people use the app for just like lurking on people's pictures, or to try to like sneaky talk with someone, which is not, I'm not about that life. Like, I don't sneaky talk with anybody. Don't believe in it. Like, why would I sneak around and talk to someone when I could just talk to them? So, you know, I'm starting to think that a lot of my like old school values is why I don't have a shit ton of people that we converse with on a regular basis. I definitely feel like if I was conforming more to society's will, we would have more conversations, because that's how it was in my teens and my early 20s. I just did whatever. I literally remember watching movies I had no interest in at the time just because I could be around people. Or like, you know, like majority of the people would be doing one thing and I would do something else because I could just be around people. I just like being around people. I like hanging out with people. I prefer to be with other people than by myself. Alone time is necessary. So if most of my time was spent around other people, I definitely would spend my weekends 100% to myself. But because my life is basically me and my daughter, and then occasionally interactions with store clerks, and the occasional ride to the grocery store for my mom, or I might call her, like, even though that relationship is interesting, like, there's just, you know, tons of stuff that I'm still constantly healing from my childhood, and then there is things that she says in my adulthood that really affect me, like, was it last year or the year before that? See, it's I don't even know when it was, because that's how much it affected me. She just said to me, God, you have so many triggers these days. And the thing is I've always had a shit ton of triggers, but of course I have a lot more now, because I am actively dealing with PTSD from my last relationship. So yeah, I do deal with a lot of triggers. It's why I get medical marijuana and toke as much as possible to keep the triggers at bay. You know what I mean? I can't control what triggers me. I just do my best to convey it. And it hurts when you convey something is harming you mentally or physically. You convey that to someone and then they say something like that back to you. That would hurt regardless of who said it. Like, that would probably hurt even if a stranger said that to me. But it wasn't a stranger. It wasn't even just like a friend. It was family. And not just like family, like the person's vagina that I came out of. Like, ouch, you know? And then she's also said things to me like, what did I have to be scared of in my childhood and stuff like that. Like, bro, I was a kid. It doesn't matter if I was scared of nothing. My own shadow. It's a valid fear because you're a child. And that's why, like, it's hard navigating being a mom now. And that's why I just do my best to, like, be the mom that I wanted. So, like, I do my best to not yell because I didn't like getting yelled at. I don't even like yelling. And there's a part of me that just wants to rage all the time. I deal with a mood disorder. And, you know, people don't realize how frequently I'm dealing with just on the inside of, like, my brain's being like, just do this. And I'm like, no, no. Like, the other day, I just wanted to break everything. Like, literally, in my brains were just like, you see that? Throw it. You see that? Break it. You see that? Just fucking, just rage it. Like, it was so frustrating. It was so frustrating. I had, like, my medicine is depleted from it because I just had to keep myself medicated to keep those thoughts mindfully at bay, you know? Because I don't want to throw things. I don't want to yell. I don't want to rage, you know? It's like keeping the Hulk under control. Which is probably a huge reason why I'm She-Hulk and why they chose me to be She-Hulk. Because She-Hulk can control her Hulk. Oh my god, I am She-Hulk. And I never really realized what they meant by that I control my mood. Like, it may not seem like it, but I do have a handful of friends that let me know, and not just friends, as people, that the things that I've gotten upset about are valid things, that I do a mindful job of not just getting angry over everything or just being sad over everything. Like, I do a good job of being mindful about reacting the way that I should and not the way I erratically want to act. Yeah. I wish my brain on no one. Like, I really, really don't. Because it's just like a constant battle of keeping it from being too much of something. And it varies. Too much sexy, too much happy, too much sad, too much angry. And there is such thing as too much happy, apparently. I never thought there was such thing as too much happy. But when you have copious amounts of people that say, Amber, calm down, it's not that exciting, all the fucking time, you start to go, oh, okay, maybe there is such a thing as too much happy. Or maybe it's just that particular person can't handle that amount of happy that I bring. I'm just saying, of all the things that I feel, the happy one is the best one. So I'd rather feel that all the time than the rage or the sadness or even the sexiness. Like, the sexiness one frustrates me because I don't have anybody to put it on. I only have myself to put it on. I've been thinking snooze thoughts about people that I shouldn't be thinking it about, like Ashman. But then also, my best duder, like, always comes into my brains. But, like, we have, like, a very interesting relationship. You know, we're best friends. We have been for, I would say, since the moment that we met each other, you know. But within that best friendship, there's been different levels. You know, we just have never actually dated. We've kissed, we've cuddled, we've done other stuff, you know what I mean? Like, and then now my brain's totally think about, like, other stuff, like extra stuff, and I'm like, oh, but he's all long distance. I'm like, could we even? Because, like, I've known him for so long, and it's been so long. Like, we were literal kids the first time we hooked up. Like, man, it's wild how high school goes. And it's like, you meet someone when you're, you know, gosh, he was 15 and then turned 16 because his birthday is in October. We were always the same age for a little bit, and then I turned my next age. So right now he's 35, I'm 36. He'll be 36 in October. So when I met him, I was 16 and he was 15. God, that's like 20 years ago? Fucking A. And it's just, we've been friends ever since. But recently, especially with the fact that his marriage is polyamorous, and if it's one-sided polyamory, that's fucked up. Because I know that his wife, Ash, has a whatever. Like, I don't know what Dylan is, but they have a Dylan, okay? So Ray deserves to have someone, you know? I can only be there for him as friends, though, because even though my brain thinks, oh, could I, like, give him more than just platonic romance? Because I've definitely been thinking about it. Like, I thought about writing him a romantic letter, you know, but I can't do long distance. I would need to physically touch the person that I'm giving romance to. Platonic romance is different. Like, it's difficult for me, but having my long distance tribe has helped me to better acclimate to having long distance friendships. my friend Ray deserves so much love, and way more love than he's getting right now. Cause like I hate to say it, but I feel like the main love that he's getting is he's getting father love from being a parent to his twins, and maybe even a bit from being a stepfather. But he's getting platonic romantic love from me. But I feel like that's it, and that's not right. You know what I mean? In the same way that I'm not getting tons of love other than parental love, and then the love I give myself and like some long distance love. It's like we basically are getting the same type of love right now. But his, in my mind, is a bit worse because he's surrounded by adults who could give him love. I'm not surrounded by adults who can give me love. Ah! It's fucking rough. It hurts my heart. My heart aches right now. Oh, I look forward to my anxiety medicines. I tell you what. After I had my appointment with my doctor and I set up to get anxiety medicine and everything, of course my brains were like, that was stupid. You don't need anxiety medicine. And then I proceeded to have an anxiety attack. Thus proving that I need the damn anxiety medicine. Because herbage helps with a lot of things, but it does not fully help with my copious amounts of anxiety. It helps a little bit with the anxiety. But like I said, I have copious amounts. I came across this thing that says I'm full of, it was like glitter, THC, and anxiety. And I was like, oh, that's accurate. It's exactly what I'm full of. Okay, flexing love with some moist kisses. Mwah, live right motherfucking now. Come say hello. Am I just now spreading the content? Yes. Because we've been talking, we've been monologuing. You know, I swear I'm part supervillain with how much I like to just... But really, I'm just a chatty Cathy. I like to talk. I think that's why I'm so good at doing this. These live meetings, even though, let's be honest, it's just me, myself, and I. Nearly 100% of the time. But I like to talk, whether it's to myself or possibly anybody else. I'd prefer to have a conversation with other people, but, you know. Live right motherfucking now. Come say hello, Kottontales. Flexing love. Giving them moist kisses. Next, Kottontale is moist. Select. Share. Contentery has been spread sufficiently. Ooh, and it's almost noon. Alright, I need to take my voice control after I disable my voice control alarm that will go off. It's literally take no baby and then a little pill. That's what I have it listed under as my take no baby pill. It's funny. Not really funny. Ironic, maybe? I have not had sex. Literally, the last day I had sex was January 21st, 2021. So 1/21/21 was the last day that I had snoo-snoo. Very, very good snoo-snoo. I wish we would have done other types of snoo-snoos. But it was really great for what it was. But I've been celibate since then. So I've been celibate since January 22nd, 2021. No snoo-snoos whatsoever. But yet. Man. You know what? I think what they say is true. The week after your period or just a hormonal thing, because like for me being on birth control and the birth control I'm on, like my periods are kind of interesting and odd. I'm only supposed to get them one every 3 months. But like this last one, it was very like the PMS was there, the cramps were there. It's some kind of excretion. I know that may be a TMI but for some people, but I'm a woman. I have ovaries and I have a period. So blood excretes from my body. Or it's supposed to every month. But because of my birth control, it does different things. But that's beside the point. It's always said, like, that women are hornier when they're on their period, and especially the week after their period. And you know what? It's fucking true, because I have no will, desire, or want for the snoo-snoo. Like, it's been so long. But I still get to this where it's just, like, slutty ambers. It's like I have ambers just in my head dancing on stripper poles. It's hot, but also annoying. Because I don't have anyone to give all the energy to. And like, don't you know, I gave in and used my right hand that fucking hurt. it fucking hurt. Because Hermes is not healed enough to be doing action like this, okay? It was great, but it fucking hurt. So it's left hand action. But I still got carpal tunnel in my left hand. Like, I've been holding my phone, and my hand's gone numb just from the weight of my phone. How fucked up is that? We could pull out the Tom Hiddleston. Could do that. Back in the day when I had a cave warming party, like a housewarming party, but it was a cave warming party, and it was a passion cave warming party, because I did a passion party for Pure Romance, and got like $420 worth of stuff. A lot of stuff that I haven't even used yet. Some stuff I haven't even opened. Maybe we should use some of it. Anyways, I got myself my first ever fancy battery, like you plug into something, toy. Before that, I had never done that. I just used my hands, or would purchase a two-headed dildo because it's long enough to use it kind of like a sword on myself. Never used it with another human being, but I wouldn't put that beside the things that I could do in my lifetime. But that just always worked perfectly for me. Get some condoms, get a double-headed dildo, do the thing. But I decided to invest in one, and it was like $200-ish. I forget. I think it was on sale, so it was under 200. But it's called the Triple Orgasm Machine, the Tom. So I was just thinking, I'm like, oh, Tom. I'm like, oh, I know what Tom is my favorite. Loki. I would be lying if I said that a Triple Orgasm Machine has not been Loki at a time or two. Ayo. But we don't use it very often. But right now, like, my brains are literally like, yes, let's do it. And I'm just like, really? So it's gotta be just the fact that it's the week after my period, so my hormones are just like, woo! And that's another reason why I'm glad I don't go out, because bad things happen when you go out when you're horny. That's how you end up kissing some random stranger that you don't want to kiss. Haven't done that in a very long time, because the last kiss I had was January 21st, 2021. I really wish we would see, like, at the time I wished it, but right now I really, really wish it, that we had done more snoo things, like, more like me doing stuff to them, because they did stuff to me. But like, I wish, oh, it's been so long, and I like to give. Oh man. Oh, I am gonna tear my future prince up. Like, woo! Oh man, especially when I'm in heat. That's what this is I'm in heat. Oh, it's the mammal in me. Whew, okay. I need to listen to something. Let's get some music going. Oh yeah, I gotta take my no baby pill. Oh, today is Thursday. It's 10 minutes to noon. Right around noon is the time to take it every day. Ow. Man, I'm kind of excited to show you guys Hermes tomorrow. He's like gross, but in a different way now. And like, I'm not entirely sure what the scar itself, what Hermes himself, or she, or they, because Rainbow says it's a she, I say he all the time, so they, I don't know what they are gonna look like, because it's just, you know, it's going through stages. It's very interesting. That's why I'm definitely going to do an update tomorrow. Just be like, you've already met Hermes, but look at her now. It's like, Hermes, where are they now? Bitch. Oh, bitch. Bitch, you got the wrong bitch. Alright, content has been spread. I'm not... Okay, good. Sometimes I feel like because it's only just me, myself, and I here, I don't have people chatting with me to let me know if they can't hear me or not. Sometimes my anxiety tells me that mime, Amber... Ho 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 ho! Hey, we like this way too much! Okay, sometimes I think it's muted, which is mime, Amber, where you can see the lips moving and she's expressing shit, but you can't hear her because she's a mime. I dislike Mime Amber sometimes. Because there's been plenty of times where I have no idea that we're her. And, like I said, I don't have anybody here to tell me, oh, by the way, I can't hear you. You're a mime. It is fun, though. Every so often we get a person who's not new to Club Kottontale, who's like, you're Mime Amber. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, how long has it been like that? And they're like, not too long. And there's been other times where like, well, I've been here 5 minutes and I haven't heard you the whole time. And I'm like, no. Alright, so I pinned the message, hello, motherfuckers. Welcome to my Club of Kottontales, a place for me to be 100% me and help myself mentally and physically. So, if you didn't already know, this is and always will be and has been a 21 plus content channel. All is welcome, however the channel, the chat may have crude or vulgar content. You've been warned. And then, last but certainly not least, and I'm going to put it up again, our 420 command, which is just simply a cheers from Oregon. This is a green state, meaning it is recreationally legal, and it is medically legal here as well. But what makes you a green state these days is if you're recreationally legal. There is plenty of places these days that are recreationally and medically legal. It used to be if you were a green state, it meant that you were just medical, which that's still accurate. I guess I am on both. So if someone says green state, they mean they're either medical or recreational or both. Anywhoosies. So cheers. We're gonna have a little smoke break. We sparked Jaded Rose at 11:22. One of my favorite times to toke because it is a 1-2-2. 1 + 1 is 2. 2-2-2. Romance is coming. And then also it's 4:22 somewhere, which is 4:22 or 4:20 as well, but then that fucks up the joke because you're explaining yourself. Bitch, bitch, you got the wrong bitch. You got the wrong bitch. You fucked with the wrong one. I love this song. Just like that. Don't you know, I messaged my best bitch, that's Shelly. I've known her since August of 2001. Damn. This year we celebrate 22 years of knowing each other. That's insane. Whoa. God damn. That's a really long time. Oh, holy shit. Next year is her 20-year high school reunion. Oh, that means mine is coming up soon. She's class of 2004. I'm class of 2005. Oh, God. Oh, in 2 years it will be my 20... Man. I wanted to go to my 10-year reunion. I was married to Voldemort at that time. When it was not we had not decided. He decided that we would not go. Still very disappointed I didn't go. I wanted to go. You know what I mean? I will go to my 20-year high school reunion, though. I will be going to that. I will. Yes. Especially because, like, I'm already sexy now, but can you imagine what I will look like in 2 years? Especially because we filling in the guns. Ooh, yeah. I just love that flex where you can see the tricep bouncing up. I've always had my, voluptuously delicious arms, but they've always been a mixture of muscle and fat where we got that bit of bloop bloop. But we're going to turn that bloop bloop into some bow bow bow. From the words of Ray, fill it in. Yeah, we are. Fill it in, baby. Fill it in, fill it in. It's great, because thinking of my best dude, Ray. So he's a dad now, right? But he actually has, like, a dad bod, too. Like, if you think about what he was in high school to now, because he was, like, a skinny beanpole in high school. Like, eat it, like, the type of person that a rude person would be like, eat a cheeseburger. You know what I mean? He was just always really thin. And not to say that he's plus size by any means, but he's got himself a nice little beer gut. You know what I mean? Like, and it's, he even says, he's like, this is my dad bod. He's like, I've fully formed into my dad bod. It's just, oh, it's crazy how much different, like if you're super duper skinny and then you put even just like 20 pounds on, you look vastly different because you were so thin. Whereas like a person like myself, I can fluctuate 10 pounds and you don't even know the difference. Like, I look forward to that moment when it's not like that though, because we're, 30 pounds away from our hernia surgery, 40 pounds away from getting our hip surgery, which our hip replacement, it's the weight plus environment. But while we're still in the cave, I want to get to all of the weight goals for the different surgeries, but then also get to my weight goals for my arthritis, which, for me, I only ever wanted to get to like 247, but I now know that even going another 30 pounds from that is just better for my arthritis, because 1 pound is like 5 pounds to arthritis. So we have our 2 goals, still 247, because it's good to have baby steps, you know what I mean? So our baby steps are 270 for hernia surgery, 260 for hip replacement, 247, the Kottontale goal, 214, which is our Valentine's Day goal. And the goals do get harder as we go, and we still currently, and that's something that I have to remind myself, because I put myself down when I don't think I'm making progress that I think I should be, and that's not good. So I remind myself of where we came from. I'm like, you are no longer 363, 370 pounds. You were 299, 298, you know what I mean? Like, you're not even 300 anymore. You've been doing a good job of maintaining, and it's going to get to that moment where we get out of our heads and we get back into emotion, and, just there's so much that we're consistently healing from, and I think that now more than ever I'm focusing on my health, my home, and my present, because you cannot have a future without your present. For, a long time I was saying health, home, and future. But health, home, and present just feels more accurate, because you can't have the future without your present. And everything I do now is setting me up for the future. Like in 2 years at my 20-year high school reunion, when I have a fucking 7-year-old and wow. What's crazy about that is most people in my class, most of their children are older. There's only a few that waited to have kids a little bit later, like my friend from high school, Jenna. Her oldest is only in like the 1st grade, so she waited a little bit later to have kids. But most people that I know, they had kids when they were a teenager or in their early 20s. A few of them in their late 20s, but most of the people I know, they had their babies in their teens and early 20s. Or they didn't have kids at all, because I have plenty of friends that don't have kids at all, and honestly, some of them that I don't see them ever having children. Just because I don't see it being part of their lifestyle, But maybe not, who knows? For me, I always imagined kids in my life, but unfortunately for me, I didn't do a good job of sort of imagining a future where I could be a single parent. Every possible scenario of me having a child, I had a very healthy 2-person dynamic, And I don't have that. I have co-parenting, because obviously my daughter is at her dad's house right now. But I'm emotionally drained and feel like puking from seeing her father. And he's not doing it by himself, which also drains me in many different ways. It's frustrating to know that I'm doing it all by myself with all of the things I deal with mentally, and he doesn't deal with stuff mentally or physically. He's a quite healthy person. He's got 40/30 vision, better than 20/20. Yeah, he has such good eyes that if he wasn't a narcissist, he could probably fly jets. And he doesn't do it alone, because he has Allie Mom, a very lovely human being who, let's be honest, does a lot of parenting, because my daughter calls her mom. And you don't just get called mom. That's because you're doing things to be a parent. you know? So when my daughter goes to her dad's, she's mainly being parented by her other mom, you know? Really, universe? What a perfect song. I mean, I am a little bit jealous, though. I'm jealous that Allie's getting the life that I had so badly wanted. I don't want it with him. He is a piece of shit. She can have Voldemort. But, you know, the two-person mom and dad home and with the daughter, and it's especially hard because recently my daughter has been expressing how she wishes that it was me and her dad in a house, because she understands that I'm her mom, I grew her in my belly, and that Allie is her other mom, you know? And she's said things like, why can't you and dad get married? And I'm like, we were married. And she looked at me like, what? I was like, we were married. I was like, we got unmarried, and he married Allie. And she was like, why? And I'm like, oh, honey, that's a long story. And it's just like my 4-year-old's asking that, you know what I mean? And it's, it hurts. It hurts, you guys. It hurts. So many ways it hurts, you know? And I'm still just trying to acclimate myself to, okay, I'm a single mom. Like, let's do this. You know, I'm a single mom who doesn't get dates when... You know, I'm starting to think that the only reason that some single moms get dates is because they're neglecting their children to get those dates. Said what I said. Because I only ever see people who seemingly don't really pay attention to their kid, but they get lots of dates. And then people who are like me, who are just doing the mom thing, and either they don't want dates or the prospects just aren't there for whatever reason. And it's not because you're not beautiful, you're not amazing, you're not worthy of those things. It just, I guess it's not the right time. When is going to be the right time, though? Because, man, I am just... Oh, wow. The kitty cat that I got for Voldemort. They're turning 7 this year because they were born in 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah. Oh, there's gonna be 6. Oh, Garfield. He's a baby boy. Garfield was the kitty that I got for Voldemort for our 1-year wedding anniversary. His birthday. I'm pretty sure he was born March 16th, but we always just said his birthday was St. Patrick's Day. It was just easier to try to be like, was he born this day? Was he born that day? And even the owner, they're like, I think they were born sometime between March 14th and 16th. So it's always just safe to be like March 17th because by that time he is his age. Man. Romance is coming. I know it is. And also like a local tribe, you know, just like having friends to hang out with locally. Because I got my friends, like I can text Ray or I can text Jessica, you know, or I text Kayla. But all of those people are very far away. Maryland, North Dakota, Canada. The people that I message here, it's very infrequent that they get back to me. Very infrequent. Like, it's interesting as my best bitch. I got on a tangent because I was thinking about, holy shit, I've known her for 22 years. But I started talking about that because I messaged her on the 15th, yesterday. Sent a little... Like, I came across some Stranger Things info, so I sent it to her, and she responded like, yeah, fuck yeah, you know? But then today, her middle child's birthday, I sent a happy birthday, and even another message asking if, like, anything's going on for a party this weekend, and no response. But she responded to that other message quite quickly, so it just, like, like, I can't go off of anything other than what I'm given, and it feels like she just responds to what she feels like she wants to, and that's annoying, and like makes me wonder, like, are we ever gonna hang out? Like, do we even have a friendship more than what I think it is, you know, like, because I used to think that she was part of my, you know, tribe, but, like, the close tribe, not, like, the distance tribe, you know, and, I don't know, it's weird, and your tribe changes, that's for sure, it evolves throughout the years. The people who you're closest to very, very, very rarely stay the same. For those who've had the same person that they've told their everything for the last 20 years, you are so lucky. Because it really is a rarity that you have someone, the one person that you get to say everything for that many years. It usually evolves. Mine has evolved quite a lot over the last 20 years. And in the last 5 years, the person that I tell most of my thoughts and feelings aren't even people that I've met, which is so fucking weird for me. I still, you know, it's a huge reason why I do YouTube, to try to, like, help myself to be okay with interacting with strangers online. But, you know, come to find out, I'm so erratic that they don't really interact with me anyways. So, the only way I even get triggered and have to desensitize myself is from lurkers, because very rarely do we have someone, you know, come and talk to me. And we don't even have lurkers. I mean, we could have someone here incognitally, but it's just afternoon on March 16th, 2023. It's a Thursday. I almost slept all day. Glad we didn't. I almost legitimately was like, oh, after Rainbow leaves, let's go back to bed. But I can't. I'm not really a nap person. Like, once I'm up, I'm up. Like, regardless of how much sleep I get at night, I feel rested when I wake up. Very, very infrequently do I wake up and I'm like, oh my god, I can't wake up. Like, I'm a morning person, and I always have been. I'm less of a morning person now because I'm exhausted from parenthood. And I'm dealing with a 4-year-old, which I've very much am aware of the fact that it's the 4Q4s. 3 was lovely. And 2 wasn't even that bad. They say it's a terrible 2s, but it's just because you go from an infant to a thing that moves around. So it's not terrible at all. The 4s are fucked up, man. My daughter called me a bitch the other day. Oh man, like, I was so stunned too, and it was because it was something very valid. Like, she was playing with her food or something. It was something that she knows she's not supposed to do, and I told her, hey, you're not supposed to do that, and she got upset. And I heard her in her room, my mom's being a bitch. And I'm just like, what? And it's my fault because I allowed, no longer is it allowed, I allowed her to say bish, B-I-S-H, bad bishes, you know? Because there's a fun song that we listen to, and, you know, instead of saying the B-I-T-C-H word, you know, bitch, bish. But she said it with the hard T, and I'm just like, oh, And then she's like, I'm sorry I said bish, Mom. And I'm like, but with the other way? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, now you're not allowed to say it anyways. And she got upset and started crying because she can't say bad bish anymore. But it's like, I gave you something that you really shouldn't have had as a 4, almost 5-year-old. And then you used it against me. But not even like I might have been more lenient if she had said my mom is being a bish. But she didn't say bish. She said bitch. And I'm just like, and then I was like, did you actually say that to your Allie, Mom? And come to find, she's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, no wonder they were upset. I'm like, no. So, no more listening to the baddest bish alive. It's not bish, it's bitch. But I say bish because it's, you know, like saying fudge, you know, instead of fuck. Oh, my gosh. Being a parent is worthwhile and exhausting. That is best adjectives ever for it. Worthwhile, exhausting. I feel like I could take a nap now. I think that's partly getting a lot of thoughts and feelings out here in the Club of Kottontales, but I have my fucking fitness clothes on. We are in this calisthenics. We are gonna get our sweat on a little bit, at least within the realm of what my hips and knees and hands can handle. Damn it. Sitting here monologuing and holding Jaded Rose, and my left hand went numb. Carpal tunnel is a biznatch. Like, the healing process, not that fun. It's quite annoying, actually. But it's better than the actual carpal tunnel. Oh, man. It's so weird. Carpal tunnel, no carpal tunnel. Like, it's fucking weird. Alright, 12-12, make a wish. Choke Jada Rose and seal it with a kiss. Oh. So I got called cutie yesterday, actually. Yesterday was apparently pretty eventful. But being called cutie is the best. Like, the best. Or was it yesterday or Tuesday? Either way. For one, I am a cutie. But, like, being called a cutie by someone that you find attractive as a human being, and especially the opposite sex. Like, I am bisexual, like, I like women too, but I like a masculine woman. Like, I don't really ever see myself being with someone who is really feminine like myself. I'm attracted to that masculinity. I've only ever dated guys. So getting a compliment from the opposite sex is really nice. But only when it's from someone who I know they find me cute on the inside too. So when they call me cutie on the outside, it hits different and hits more, because I actually know that they truly find me cute or attractive, like, all over. So it's nice to get a compliment from someone that I know actually feels that way, and I look forward to, like, it being, you know, we get that from someone else, like a crush, you know, like, oh my gosh, like, of course I still imagine the cutie clerk from Safeway is just, like, one of these days gonna, like, give me my receipt and be like touch my hand when they give me the receipt, making me look at it, and then I notice that they wrote on it and put their number that says call me, and I look up and then there's, like, I'm blushing and they're blushing, and I'm just like, you know, and then, like, it leads to a point where they call me cutie or just anything. Oh my, you know, woohoo! Universe? Please, the next time the person that you have call me princess, actually be a prince and not a frog in disguise. You know, I'm not really sure what I would do if, like, Ray called me princess. I'm not entirely, like, that would probably let me know if, like, the love that I have for him, is it just platonic, or is there something romantic there? I mean, the prospect of anybody calling me princess kind of makes me like, but, like, I'm not entirely sure. I know how I reacted when they called me cutie, you know what I mean? So, like, I would think, like, oh man. It makes me think about when I got married and I had a candy bar, and in the bottom of everyone's little candy container, it said, your princess is in another castle, but there's candy. Because I'm the princess, you know, anyways. People always just assumed it was because I'm very much like a nerdy person, so, but I love the word princess, and I love how it looks. And someone was like, well, now that you have a child, aren't you the queen? I'm like, oh, no, I am still the princess. Like, my daughter's the queen, if anything. Like, I just, it doesn't have anything to do with, like, oh, you're a queen because you're an older. The whole aspect of, like, for me, I like the word princess, and I'm very obsessed with, like, princesses, especially Disney princesses, but I just love princesses. Like, you don't have to be a Disney princess for me to love you. I would probably fangirl if I ever met, like, a real-life princess. I'd probably fangirl more than meeting the prince, you know what I mean? Because I love princesses. Like, I have definitely had fantasies where, like, long lost relatives come about, and you come to find out that you're kind of like the Princess Diaries, where she didn't know she was a princess, and then all of a sudden she's the princess of a place. Like, I imagine that happening to me. But anyways, when it comes down to it, the whole aspect of calling someone queen or king or princess or prince for most people is the aspect of a crown. And to hold your crown up high, to hold yourself in a way that holds your crown straight. Because everyone should walk with their head held high and be proud and worthy of themselves. So that's what and adjusting people's crowns. Queens keep other queens' crowns up and shit like that, you know what I mean? So, just because I prefer to be called princess doesn't mean I'm any less of a queen. And it also doesn't mean that I am a submissive baby girl that's gonna call you daddy, because I'm not gonna do that. Only person I remotely have thought about maybe is because the internet keeps calling Pedro Pascal just like the internet daddy, and I'm just like, oh, he could be daddy. And I'm like, ew, no, for one, he's not old enough to be my daddy. He's only 11 years older than me. He's old enough to be my sex buddy. How you doing? Actually, I would do every time I've thought about Pedro Pascal, I try to get sexy with it, because we're in heat right now. But it always ends up with just like cute cuddles and like gaming of some sort. And it's always a meet cute where, like, I'm trying to reach something on trying to get something, and he helps me get it. People say meet cutes don't happen anymore, but damn it, I'm gonna get one. I feel, like sometimes I think like I've already had one with the cutie clerk. But I'm a hopeless romantic, so maybe I do. I do. I over-romanticize tons of things. Like, if I have a crush on you, I guarantee I've probably imagined us, like, going on a bajillion dates and elaborate scenarios just to get to snoo-snoo. Even when it would be a casual snoo-snoo one, I would still need to do an elaborate thing. Like, when I used to think about Ashman, I always imagined I'd be, like, at some random rave and just get brushed up by someone. I'd be like, hey, what the fuck? And I'd be like, oh shit! You know what I mean? And then it just escalates from there. But it's like, I just don't have the brain to just bang it out. I used to in my 20s and my teens. Like, but now, no. Like, I just, like, I can't even daydream about just banging it out. It's got, like, even if it is, that's all it is. It still happens in some, like, almost like a meet cute, but, like, the meat is M-E-A-T. A meet cute. Oh, shit, that's exactly what it is. But I haven't had one of those in a long time. Yeah. Oh, fuck. It's probably been like 6 months plus since I did any kind of imagining of a casual one. It's just not what I want. I want to find someone that we just, like, ravenously want to just, like, rip each other's clothes off, and we can feel that sexual tension, but we're getting to know each other because we want more than just a sexual relationship. And then by the time that we do, it's just like, oh, fuck. Like, every time we learn something new about their heart, we're just like, ah, like, like, you're even more sexy. And then, hopefully by the time we get to the eruption, it's a wah instead of a meh. Because you never know. Sometimes you can have ferocious sexual energy, and then it's just like, like, makes no sense. makes no sense. You can also have it like really good text energy with someone, but then in person there's nothing. Could be that you have no text energy, but in person you're like, woo, you know, like, are you married or some shit? Like, it's wild, you know what I mean? That's why you have to listen to the chemistry of whatever relationships you're getting in. And relationships start as acquaintances and build up. Like, I have a relationship with the Safeway cutie. It's an acquaintance. He is a person that I know. You know, I would love for it to build from an acquaintance. Would love for it to build from there, but, you know, the universe is gonna do what the universe does. Universe. But this toke I'm doing, for anyone who's curious, is our last toke before getting up, stretching, and then commencing the calisthenics. I don't have that much herbage in the reservoirs, so man, which sucks. Like, I'm pretty sure that's okay though. We'll save the tincture for at least Sunday. Like, the day that Rainbow comes home, we'll be medicated, and then we'll make sure we're medicated when we have to see Voldemort. And hopefully everything works out for him, and he's able to give me child support, because then that means that I can get more medicine, even just do an online order, where we go and we pick it up. So, which I wouldn't mind that, because maybe we'll get... I'm just gonna start calling him Loki. His name is, oh my god. Don't forget his name. Dalton. I was like, it starts with a D, but it's not Dylan. Dalton. Dalton works at my local dispensary, and he reminds me of Loki from Metalocalypse. I think Loki from Metalocalypse is adorable. I think Dalton is adorable. Like, he has a cute smile. The little bits I've learned about him, I likes it, you know what I mean? He's an open-minded individual, like, he's a heterosexual male. We have random conversations, like, you know, the conversations you get into with your local bud tender, right? And in conversations, he's mentioned how he's kissed some of his bros just like to kiss him, because he fucking loves them. Like, it's not anything more than just a kiss, you know? And I'm just like, open-minded and cute. How you doing? He's young, but he's like an old soul, because he's 23. I'm sure this year he turns 24, you know? So, doing math, and I'm not good at math. He's 12 years younger than me? 13 years younger than me? Oh boy. Okay, well, in my defense, I didn't think he was that many years younger than me. I thought he was like in his later 20s. He looks like he could be between 26 and 28, you know what I mean? And me as 36, that's not too much of a difference, you know what I mean? I don't care a fuck about difference though. Like, I prefer them to be over 21 so that we can at least like do things together that way. But maturity comes in all ways, so no. It is wild to think, though, that, like, if I was to date someone, even who was 30, they'd be 6 years younger than me. Ooh, that makes me think about Pedro Pascal, because he's older than me, and there's not many people that I'm attracted to that are older than me, but I've been attracted to him since I first noticed him in Game of Thrones, because I think that's when most people notice him as Oberyn Martell. Oh, fuck me. There were so many people who were like, oh, I love him, but I wish he wasn't bisexual. I was like, I like him more because he's bisexual. Like, how you doing? Like, I'm bisexual as well. Like, we just, I don't think Pedro Pascal himself is bisexual, although he might be. Who knows? Who knows? Have to have me a little daydream, a little meet cute with JPP. I looked up his name, and there's another name in there, but his name is actually Jose, and Pedro is his middle name. His last name is Pascal, so I call him JPP, like JTT, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, but Jose Pedro Pascal, JPP. It's like, I love JTT in my teens, I love JPP in my 30s. Although, don't get me wrong, JTT is still smoking. Like, he aged like fine wine, and he's got like the cute little glasses, and just like, he rocks the hairdo that I love so fucking much. Like, oh damn. Now I'm thinking about Clint, the cutie clerk from Safeway. His, like, everything about his fucking face is just, like, like, and it has to do with, like, the type of hairstyle that he does, the fact that his, like, his chin and facial hair is always so well put together. Like, I think I saw him scruffy once, you know what I mean? And then never again after that have I ever seen him scruffy. And he smells good. I have a type. And I think it's like a style more than anything. Like certain haircut, certain style. Because there's a certain haircut that it doesn't matter what color that haircut's in. I'm just like, ah. Damn, I am so in heat right now, and I need to calm myself down. I want to ride where you. Oh, dude, I totally miss you. Fucking two together. Where have you gone? I know you miss the honesty, the special times, and honestly, I totally miss the fucked up things you do. You know, sometimes when I think about some of my dude friends from like high school and out of high school, I feel that way, because, like, a lot of them did some fucked up things, but I'm like, I still fucking miss you. I am glad that a lot of those friendships have fizzle-izzled, to more of acquaintances versus, like, being someone I thought was closer. I think a lot of the times, like, I knew who was close to me, but I let other people's opinions on the value of friendship get in the way. So, like, there was times in my life where I wouldn't allow myself to be as close to my best duder as I knew we were, because people would be like, I don't understand why Ray's your friend, and shit like that. And it's just jealousy, like, for whatever reason. I don't know why. Like, why would you be jealous of another human being because they know someone? Why don't you just get to know them yourselves? But I would let that get to me, and I would in turn think like, oh, okay, I don't deserve to talk to him or hang out with him because, you know, so many people seem to think that our friendship is out of his, like, I'm out of his, like, he's out of my league in friendship, which I don't believe in leagues regardless. There's no such thing as a league in romance, in anything. But the fact that some people think that friendships have leagues, like, there is nobody who is out of your league to be a friend with. A friend is someone who listens, and you listen to them, and you can have some kind of commonality that you get along with on. But I've had lots of people, you know, who have told me, like, oh, I'm so jealous that you're friends with him, and oh my gosh, you've done this, that, and the other thing, and I told him that once, and he's like, that's ridiculous. He's like, I'm great, but I'm not that great, and plus, no one if someone wanted to be my friend, they just could, you know, and obviously if I'm not their friend and I'm your friend, that shows a character of them, not us. You know, like, and I'm like, exactly. And that definitely helps, like, and I'm glad I had said that, you know, because I think it helped me to be able to be closer than I have been in, you know, past years, just because I was letting other people get in my head. Like, because I think a lot of people seem to think that men and women can't be friends, especially if they have any kind of romance to their history. And I think that's very wrong, especially if you have two individuals who communicate and understand and do things accordingly, you know, because I've always had male friends, and especially with, like, well, Ray particularly, you know, you can have some kind of romantic or physical past and still have a platonic friendship. You know, the only reason that I think my brains are even thinking about him romantically more than platonic romance is because I know that he's in an open marriage. Never had I thought about, because he's always off the market. That's why it's so hard having the crush on Clint, because I think I saw a wedding ring and it's like, oh, you're married. Nope, can't think about you. And it's like, well, you could think about him, you know, like, there's no harm in that. Just don't pursue them. You know, because that's off limits. Unless someone is in a polyamorous relationship or some kind of open relationship where it is spoken and discussed, it is never okay to go for someone who's in a committed romantic relationship. Off limits. So, for the longest time, he was just off limits. Just off limits, you know? Even when I would catch him looking at me, it's just off limits, you know what I mean? But they are not off limits now. My body reacted, but that's just the sunny embers. We're just in heat, so the body can shut the fucking mouth up. Shut your lips. But seriously, though, I'm like, I almost feel like, no, I can't leave something like that up to a coin flip. I was like, maybe we flip a coin. I am, you know, I come across these things that say Sagittariuses are indecisive. They can't make decisions. I like to think that when it comes down to it, I make decisions well on serious stuff, but when it, like, little shit, no. And even some big things, like, I am an indecisive person. I flip a coin most of the time. Heads is yes, tails is no. Or to pick between two items, this item is heads, this item is tails, you know? So it's like, maybe I flip a coin, like, hey, universe, me again. Should we? And then I tend to ask it out loud. I don't know. I feel like the universe hears me better when I say it out loud. But that's what decided this meeting. I was already feeling it, and it was so crazy because as soon as I had asked it, I got the tingles. I was like, oh, this is going to be a yes. And boom, there it was, heads yes. And I was like, I knew it. You know, I knew this meeting was meant to be. I'm the moisture maker, you know? And I think about a conversation that he had with me many, many moons ago. This would have been early 20s? Early 20s. And I don't even know if we were single at the time of when the conversation happened, or if, like, one was or the other one wasn't, but I don't remember that. But I remember where the conversation happened. We were in our friend Leisha's house, which he actually dated at the time, but I don't think he was dating her at that time. Maybe he was, I don't know. But we were in one of her brother's rooms. I believe it was Tanner's room, just chilling. I was chilling in there, just chilling. He's like, oh, here you are. And I'm like, yeah, I just want to be by myself. You know, I love people, but I like my alone time. And he's like, oh, do you want to be by yourself? And I'm like, no, you could stay. You know, like, he's always been one of those people, like, you know, you can chill. And in that conversation, you know, he brought up, he's like, why have we never tried to be a thing? I'm like, huh? He's like date. You know, and I'm like, I don't know. I mean, for one, we've always been in relationships. He's like, yeah, that's true. I think at the time, we both were in a relationship, because I think I was dating Josh at that time, and he was dating Leisha. Huh. There's never really been a time where we've both been single, either. Like, legitimately, this right now, other than when we were in high school, is the only time where, like, we're both single, and it's not that he's single, it's that he's in a polyamorous relationship. So he's available, always. I'm single. I'm out here doing my own thing. But, like, I don't know, you know, especially, like, things are so much different now. Because if I was to be more than just platonic romance, there's a lot more in the picture. A lot more. Both have kids, he has stepkids, like, there's just a lot more to it. I think that's all I should ever really do, is just give that platonic love. I think that will help us both until we find our next romance. For him to find his prince or princess in Maryland, and for me to find my prince here in Oregon, or maybe in Washington, or one of the other boarding states. You know, because, like, I wouldn't be opposed to dating someone out of state. I just would need to see them at least once a month. And I gotta talk to you at least once a week. I'm busy during the week. Like, I don't know how much I would text a person during the week, because Rainbow doesn't really like me being on my phone. So, unless she can see it and she knows what I'm doing, you know. So, like, if I say I'm texting a friend, she'll be like, oh, okay, you know, but she's not gonna want me to be heavily in my phone. So, I don't know, but I feel like Ray and I can give each other platonic romance until we can find romance, you know. Cheers to that. And this is why I love Club Kottontale. Club Kottontale is therapeutic. I can talk shit out. If I had tried to think about all that by myself, probably would have, you know, made a rash decision or something, so. At least now I don't have to feel any kind of guilty when I flirt with him, because he is in an open marriage. Because, like, being that our friendship, our relationship has always had platonic romance to it, I think we've always been kind of flirty with each other, just very cordial, and I think that's why that some people maybe at some point have been threatened. But it's just like, in my mind, you shouldn't be when there's that much communication. Plus, when I'm in a relationship, I don't give platonic romance nearly as much as I do when I'm single. Right now, I don't have anybody giving romance, so my platonic romances are all I have. So I'm very much giving it more than ever before. But when I'm in a relationship, it toned down. Like, for example, like, when I'm single, I might smell my friends, all of them, and, like, in a very seductive sort of way. But when I'm in a relationship, I don't do that. I might still smell them, but not in a seductive way. And, you know, you don't give the lingering hugs and stuff like that. Like, you just be mindful and respectful of the person you're with, especially if the person you're with is someone that you really care for. You would care if you're hurting their feelings, and you would want to only give them that sort of romantic love, you know, unless you're in an open relationship, which I will not be. That's another thing, is I would be their unicorn if I was to, you know, potentially try to give Ray romance. Because I'm monogamous. I don't want to have more than one person I give romantic love to. Platonic romantic love, sure, but my romance, my future prince romance, my puzzle piece, the one, you know, my end game, I want to give it to them and only them. Like, we may even, like, look at other people and be like, damn, you see that person? Yeah, they're fine. Go to a strip club together, smack a stripper's ass together, but never do things aside from each other. If we saw a beautiful human being, we'd probably say something when we got home. And if it made us feel a certain type of way, we'd have open communication and be like, that made me feel a certain type of way. I know you wouldn't do anything, but it kind of hurt. You know, to be respectful of each other. Like, I just want my person to grow with, damn it. I can't help but feel like because the universe knows I want it, it's never going to give it to me. It gives it to you when you don't want it. I know that. I know that for a fact. And I mean, I'm getting to, like, I definitely have my moments where I feel like it's never gonna come, but that doesn't mean I don't want it. I just don't really see me getting to a point where I'm like, oh, I don't want romance. I do feel like it's not coming. Especially not anytime soon. But I definitely consider I'm monogamous, but I have a polyamorous mindset in the aspect that, like, I have a lot of love to give. So I'm always going to know that love could come into my life. And be open and honest about it. Like, I've actually mentioned that I don't know if I would ever be actually polyamorous. I've never had a scenario where that came into play, because when I'm with someone, I only ever see someone in a platonic romantic way. And if I see someone that's attractive, it's just that. They're just meat. I meat. Like, I could not do a threesome with someone who is my prince. If I was to have a threesome, it would have to be now, while I'm single. And I'm not trying to have casual sex. It would be just like it just happened, you know? Like, I could see it happening if, like, I was to run into, say, like, Ashman. Just like anybody that I've already slept with, right? But that's one. Ashman is definitely one that I thought about much. And then there was the pint-sized prince. I could see him popping back into the life, and he'd be with, like, a girl, and the girl think I'm cute and be totally like, hey, like, how you doing? Holy shit. Slutty Amber's like that prospect a little bit too much, but I could see that happening. You know what I mean? Like, and then that's all it would be. It's just a wham bam thank you ma'am. But I don't really see me doing that. I kind of just see me being celibate until my future prince pops back into my life. Or we end up, you know, getting a prospect, and then things work out for a while, even to the point where snoo happens, but then that doesn't happen. And then we just, because we broke the celibate, like, seal, we kind of just, like, go off and have some crazy snooze. I don't know. Damn it. Really, universe? little female male? Yeah. Wait a moment. Damn it. All the motherfuckers stare. They're gonna stare at your tits no matter what. Let me just tell you right now, all motherfuckers look at boobies. Everyone. Male, female. I would go to say that everyone in the world loves boobies. Just everyone. Everyone loves boobies. Ooh, run my hair. Who just don't care. I need a freak with a big ass butt, make all the niggas stare. All the motherfuckers stare. I need a freak to run my hair. I need a freak every day in the week with her legs in the air, I want a freak who just don't care. I need a freak with a big ass butt, make all the niggas stare. Woo. I've never
met nobody like you. I have never been so attracted to an animated boy band, like, ever, because I don't think they really, like, didn't exist, but Four Town from fucking the movie Turning Red, they could get it. The whole band. Oh my mind, oh my, oh my. Don't cry, don't cry. This is a masterpiece. Everybody, let's tear it up. If you want mad skills, you can share with us. Everybody, just stop and stare, and you know why it's me. Let's go. You never know on my mind. Oh my, oh my. I'm never not by your side. Your side, your side. I'm never gonna let you cry. Oh, cry, don't cry. I'm never not be alright. Alright, alright.
Pretty ass bitch, got your nigga yelling out. My motherfucking man
bitch taking on face. Bitches better know that the squad gon' run it. Candy, B, and K, do salads, they on this because I'm a boss ass bitch. You know where this supposed to go, we too turned up for you. Bitch, I thought you knew. I think you know where this supposed to go, we too turned up for you. Bitch, I thought you knew. I'm a boss ass bitch, 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 bitch. I'm a boss ass bitch, 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 bitch. I'm a boss ass bitch, 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 bitch. I'm a boss ass bitch, 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 bitch. I'm a boss ass bitch. Look up in the mirror, oh my God, it's me. So much pride on me, I'm a prodigy. I'ma do my thing, no apology. Coconutty rose in my purity. Mirror, mirror on the wall, tell me what you see. It said, oh my God, it's looking heavenly. Popping Power Rangers, purple, yellow, pink. Going ones, wonder what my mama think. Feeling like a stripper when I'm looking in the mirror. I be slapping on that ass, getting thicker and thicker. I don't see no body else. Excuse me while I feel myself. Excuse me while I feel myself. I don't see nobody else. Excuse me while I feel myself. Excuse me while I feel myself. Look up in the mirror, oh, I'm having visions. Feeling like a million, ooh, I can get it. Who that are you? Hold out. Looking good. Feel yourself. Mirror, mirror on the wall, tell me what you see. It's that, oh my God, it's looking heavenly. Ooh, I'm excited with the Cherokee. Knowing ones wonder what my mama like. Feeling like a stripper when I'm looking in the mirror. I be slapping on that ass, getting thicker and thicker. I don't see nobody else. Excuse me while I feel myself. Excuse me while I feel myself. I don't see nobody else. Excuse me while I feel myself. Excuse me while I feel myself. Feeling like a stripper when I'm looking in the mirror. I be slapping on that ass, getting thicker and thicker. Okay, now spoon it, yeah. Now stir the soup. Then spoon, spoon. Then spoon, spoon. I don't need a crown to know that I'm a queen. I don't need a crown to know that I'm a queen. I don't see nobody else. Excuse me while I feel myself. Excuse me while I feel myself. I don't see nobody else. Excuse me while I feel myself. Excuse me while I feel myself. Need a chick up. Need a chick up. Put up with my shit. Need a chick up. Look better than her pics. Need a chick up. Could take the whole dick. I don't wanna call you bitch, but if you gon' be my bitch, then you gotta hold it down, 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 down. Then you gotta hold it down, 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 down. Then you gotta hold it down. Stay 100 with me even when I ain't around. You wanna be the queen, yeah, you wanna wear the crown. You want that new Benz, wanna slide around the town, and you gotta hold it down, 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 down. Stay 100 with me even when I ain't around. You wanna be the queen, yeah, you wanna wear the crown. You want that new Benz, wanna slide what you bought, then you have. Baby, do the math. Loyal bitches get crypto. All you other bitches get left cause they don't give a shit though. They just want some dick though. Know the floor squeak, walking shame on the tiptoes. Renovated new ones, they throw away all their morals. And she gon' slide down the pole and do my favorite performance. Throwing corporate money, I get paid for endorsements. It's my second home, I should take out a mortgage. The titty's kinda small, but the cake is enormous. A lot of all-night functions, a lot of 8 in the mornings. She got a good body, but her face is gorgeous. But if she wanna be my bitch, then she straight for the course. Put up with my shit, need a chick coast. Look better than her pics, need a chick coast. Could take the whole dick, I don't wanna call you bitch, but if you gon' be my bitch, then you gotta hold it down, 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 down. Then you gotta hold it down, 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 down. Then you gotta hold it down. Stay 100 with me even when I ain't around. You wanna be the queen, yeah, you wanna wear the crown. You want that new Benz, wanna slide around the town, and you gotta hold it down, 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 down. Stay 100 with me even when I ain't around. You know I'm the queen, bitch, I know you see the crown. Buy me that new Benz, I wanna slide around the town. You know I'ma hold it down, 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 down. Fingers in it when you lick it. I am not one of these bitches in the private, not a ticket. Can't get my attention unless you giving her that chicken. Pussy gripping, can you stand the rain? This that new addition. Need a nigga who, ain't friendly with these hoes. Need a nigga who, with the pole, CEO. Need a nigga who, know how to keep his mouth closed. Need a nigga who, gon' put me in that level. I need a Birkin triple cut. Ever since a youngin' had a thing for them thugs. When your pussy wet, he push your wrist on blood. In my city, I get love, cause I got it out the mud. I'm a G, I can't give it up too easy. Every time I leave, he like, please take me need. Catch my not cheap, but it's gon' cost more to keep. Nigga gotta double see me if he wanna see me. Need a chick, cool. Put up with my shit, need a chick,
Alright.
cool.
See if Hermes can do the band.
Could take the whole dick. I don't wanna call you bitch, but if you gon' be my bitch, then you gotta hold it down, 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 down. Then you gotta hold it down, 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 down. Then you gotta hold it down. Stay 100 with me even when I ain't around. You know I'm the queen, bitch, I know you see the crown. Buy me that new Benz, I wanna slide around the town. You know I'ma hold it down, 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 down. Stay 100 with me even when I ain't around. You wanna be the queen, yeah, you wanna wear the crown. You want that new Benz, wanna slide around the town, and you gotta hold it down, 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 down,
That's
down.
2 more than previously. Whew, Hermes is still not too happy about that. Whew, let's do the left side. Whew, right.
Stay in bed. The feeling of your skin locked in my head. Smoke, smoke me broke. I don't care, I'm down for what you want. Day drunk into the night. Wanna keep you here, cause you dry my tears. Yes, I'm not loving and fights. How it is for us, and it's all because. Now if we're talking body, you got a perfect one, so put it on me. Swear it won't take you long if you know me right. We fuck for life, on and on and on. Now if we're talking body, you got a perfect one, so put it on me. Swear it won't take you long if you know me right. We fuck for life, on and on and on. Love, give me love. Anything you want, I'll give it up. Lips, lips I kiss. Body while I taste your fingertips. Day drunk into the night. Wanna keep you here, cause you dry my tears. Yes, I'm not loving and fights. How it is for us, and it's all because. Now if we're talking body, you got a perfect one, so put it on me. Swear it won't take you long if you know me right. We fuck for life, on and on and on. Oh no, we're talking body. You got a perfect one, so put it on me. Swear it won't take you long if you know me right. We fuck for life, on and on and on.
Ooh.
now if we're talking body, you got a perfect one, so put it on me. Swear it won't take you long if you love me right. We fuck for life, on and on and on. Ooh, now if we're talking body, you got a perfect one, so put it on me. Swear it won't take you long if you love me right. We fuck for life, on and on and on. Talking body, put it on me. Say, bitch, say, bitch. I am what you get between the Texas and a Bay, bitch. Wait, bitch. Now I'm in LA, bitch. Catch me out of traffic, I'll be riding in the latest, made it. Not the fucking stereotype, used to fucking carry a knife, hit a lick like every night. Now I'm living paradise, gamble like a paradise. Bet it all and won it all, I'm making count just hella right. Left all the negativity behind every city I would grind. Push the product, push the line, flip the whopper, flip the price, push the weight like exercise. I was really doing it, moving, getting my weight up. Now it's time, I'ma get that payback, 10 tight way back. All of y'all know me fine, I'ma have to stay taxed. Yeah, bitch, say that, talking shit, petty mad, lil' mama see the right and clean as what? Ajax, hate that, hate this. Half of y'all hate to like, hating on the gram is easy. I would hate a hater's life. Look, bitch, I don't even know what the fuck made you mad, but running your mouth is easy. Use that energy to chase it back. Look, bitch, I don't even know what the fuck made you mad, but running your mouth is easy. Use that energy to chase it back. Say, bitch. 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 Say again. I've been getting money, now they hating on the Mexicans. Best to get to know me, I'm a snowy from the western end. It's been my pleasure to get vetted in this, getting presidents invested in. Diversified, imagine my appall. When a bitch I want to try me, can't even buy shit at the mall. Not the type to help a bitch, and I ain't competing with you often. I be complimenting hoes, and you bitches be acting hard. I'm telling my girl you cute, you thinking I'm trying to fight. You dogging me acting rude, talk shit like I'm on your right. Now I'm like, bitches, you stupid, man, got all up in your mind. You thinking that every bitch that you see compete over guys. Not only am I the type to gas all you bitches up, I know what you going through, you competing over a bum and fighting hoes for a crumb. That got your ass looking dumb. He dropping your car all month and he asking you for some funds. The type to make local strippers do too much for crumpled ones. You out here working your ass off for that boy you fucking love. You leaving a good guy to go chasing after a thug. Not knowing his ass ain't even a G, he a fucking dub. Not even a dub like W, definitely an L. And so by association, that's making you wanna stuff. I don't gotta hate on you, you hate yourself, I can tell. I'll never hate on you, baby, you doing that by yourself. Say bitch. Say bitch. Say bitch.
I don't think Hermes is ready for the weight yet. Oh yeah, no. Ooh, it's making electricity all through my arm. Okay. Ooh. Tune. Gotta do baby steps to get back to them strides. The worst thing we could do is fuck up recovery. Because tomorrow is 1 month post-op. So, and they said it will be 3 to 5 months of it being tender. So, baby steps. Anytime I can do something with it, I'm happy.
You got that good boy attitude and yeah, I kinda like it. She wrote, bitch, don't try me, ho. Mad like a villain, I pop it up and I reload. All the best things in life come for free, but don't you think that applies to me? I do what I want 'cause I know that I'm high. I ain't damn what you are, I rock. I don't know what you a job. This is what's going on. I like it when you call me crazy, long as you keep smiling, baby. Niggas that I know how to shoot. Don't you see it if I point at you? I'm gonna put my ex on. Don't do the text wood. We shoot the best, but I already left date night with my bitches. Get real twisted. You know what you could do. Get my ass a bunch of kids.
Ooh, our knees are like, we don't like this. We got this knees. 2 more. Be right back. Oh, you know what? I need to grab more water because I'm thirsty and this one's almost gone. on hoping we'll eat cake by the ocean. Ooh, do me, baby. I'll be Diddy, you'll be Naomi, whoa. Keep on hoping. Crazy, crazy. Keep on hoping. Cake by the ocean. Do me, baby. You'll be Diddy, you'll be Naomi, uh-oh. Go crazy, crazy. Keep on hoping. Go crazy, crazy. We just started, don't you tiptoe, tiptoe. A real life fantasy, but you move so carefully. Let's start living dangerously. We'll eat cake by the ocean. What for me, baby? I'll be Diddy, you'll be Naomi, whoa. Let's lose our minds and go crazy, crazy. Ay, 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 ay. Keep on hoping. Cake by the ocean. Dry land. Waste time with a masterpiece, don't time with a masterpiece. Let's time dangerously. Talk to me, girl, talk to me, baby. What for me, baby?
fancy Duke's bikinis on top.
Greetings, love bug. Let's take a trip.
Going to party with us, you'll be falling in love. Oh,
Turn it up, cause it's getting heavy. Wow, wow, West Coast. These are the girls I love the most. I mean the ones, I mean like she's the one. Kiss her, touch her, squeeze her. The girls, she drive a Jeep, and they on the beach. I'm okay, I won't play, I love the bay, just like I love LA. Venice Beach, and Palm Springs. Summertime is every day, homeboys, banging out. All that hanging out. Bikinis, bikinis, martinis, no, it's just the king and the queen. My lady, look at here, baby.
uh-huh.
Cause you represent
Starships are meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. No. And touch the sky. Whew. I need a haircut so bad. Higher than a motherfucker. Whew. Oh, we getting a good sweat session today. Hey. Love will make you levitate. I've never done this one. Let's do it. Down, down, down. My God, both are so cute. Space buns or fucking bowler hat all the way. She's wearing the cutest little top. Bowler hat. Okay. Right now. Don't let me down. Right now. Whew. Whew. So don't call me up.
When I'm underneath the bright lights, when I'm trying to have a good time, cause I'm good now, you ain't mine, nah, 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 nah. Don't call me up when you're looking at my photos, getting hot, losing control. You want me more, now I let go. Nah, 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 nah. I'm over you, and I don't need your lies no more. 'Cause the truth is without you, boy, I'm stronger. And I know you said that I'll change if I cold heart, but if it's a game, then let's go. Ooh, I'm over you. Don't call me up. I'm going out tonight. Feeling good now you're out of my life. Don't wanna talk about us. Gotta leave it behind. One drink and you're out of my mind. Nah, nah, take it higher. Baby, I'm on the high. You're alone, going out of your mind. But I'm right up in the club, and I don't wanna talk. So don't call me up, 'cause I'm here looking fine, babe. And I got eyes looking my way. And everybody's on my call, babe. Nah, 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 nah. Don't call me up. My friend said you were a bad man. I should've listened to the back then. And now you're trying to hit me up again. Nah, 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 nah. I'm over you, and I don't need your lies no more. 'Cause the truth is without you, boy, I'm stronger. And I know you said that I'll change if I cold heart, but if it's a game, then let's go. Ooh, I'm over you. Don't call me up. I'm going out tonight. Feeling good now you're out of my life. Don't wanna talk about us. Gotta leave it behind. One drink and you're out of my mind. Nah, nah, take it higher. Baby, I'm on the high and you're alone, going out of your mind. But I'm here up in the club, and I don't wanna talk. So don't call me up. Don't call me up. I'm going out tonight. Feeling good now you're out of my life. Don't wanna talk about us. Gotta leave it behind. One drink and you're out of my mind. Nah, nah, take it higher. Baby, I'm on the high and you're alone, going out of your mind. But I'm here up in the club, and I don't wanna talk. So don't call me up.
Now I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't tell me now. Wait, stop me now. Don't stop me now. Having a good time now. Go, go, there's no stopping me. Let it come in, Mr. Fahrenheit. fuck me. I'm so sweaty. With my knees and my hips the way they are, we always like to do at least 20. Mama, keep going. Of course my body hurts. My body always hurts. But I'm loving this sweat that we got going on, so let's keep it going. Take on me. You know what, yeah. I'm still standing on my own again. See, F, G, H, I. Feeling like a little kid, I'm still standing on my own again. Without you on my mind, I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I never did, I never did. Whew. That booby sweat is intense. Okay. Looking at the pieces of my life without you on my mind. And you just fade away. I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor, living like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. The sense you made were meant to cut me down. And if your love was just a circus, I'd be a clown by now. I think I'm gonna call it good there, because Hermes is hurting. My right foot is gone completely numb, and now my left knee, between my hip and my left knee, are starting to go numb. So this is where I listen to my body. Ooh, okay. But we're gonna put some music on. I'm gonna do like some standing free calisthenics. But that's enough of the guided dance. Ooh, my hip is like, bitch. You need to stretch a little bit. Do some marching in place, maybe some jumping jacks. Oh shit, this is literally one of the songs I was gonna do. Oh, perfect.
Think I see confetti from this potion. Pillow fights and feathers overdosing. Smells like a cologne and candy lotion. And I found my body. Sheets all on the floor just like an ocean. Building up your fortress like a mountain. Neighbors say we're causing a commotion. And I found my body. No, 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 you and I. We ain't gonna sleep tonight. Oh, baby, no, 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 you and I. We ain't gonna sleep tonight. We got them candles hanging from the ceiling. Oh, we use our bodies to make our own videos. Put on our music and let's just go fucking crazy, though. Go crazy, though. It's not a party. Let's fill up this coffee bath with bubbles. Loving me so hard it's causing trouble. After 7 minutes in heaven, make it double, triple. Cause you know no, you and I. We ain't gonna sleep tonight. Oh, baby, no, 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 you and I. We ain't gonna sleep tonight. We got them candles hanging from the ceiling. Oh, we use our bodies to make our own videos. Put on our music and let's just go fucking crazy, though. Go crazy, though. It's not a party. We got them candles hanging from the ceiling. Oh, we use our bodies to make our own videos. Put on our music and let's just go fucking crazy, though. Crazy, go crazy, though. It's not a party. I need my ladies fine. Touch your toe, get your stretch. toes, get your stretch on. Stretching and such a toes, get your stretch on. Stretching and such a toes, get your stretch on. I just saw the lead pit with some Crocs on. Got it big going down like a chop song. Give me 10 jumping jacks, 10 jumping jacks. Drop a loose slice, let me see you run it back. 1, 2, 3, drop. 1, 2, 3, now run it back. Stretch, 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 wanna see you sweat, get them thighs, get them breasts, work on your finesse. And you got that, looking at the smile, make me wanna taste, wanna scribe, wanna be the best, baby, this is it. 1, 2, 3, 4, make your knee touch your elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, make your knee touch your elbow. Dig up the stretch, 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 stretch up, stretch, stretch.
Oh yeah, stretching my back. Damn, Hermes looks intense on the PlayStation camera. Shit. Oh. It's like all the red spots show up more intensely. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, give it to me now. 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 Yeah, 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 yeah. Give it to me now. Give it to me now. Give it to me now. I wanna lick you from your head to your toes, and I wanna move from the bed down to the floor, and I wanna you make it so good I don't wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy. I wanna lick you from your head to your toes, and I wanna move from the bed down to the floor, but I wanna you make it so good I don't wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy. I wanna get you in the Georgia Dome on a 50-yard line while the dirty birds kick the tree. And if you like it in the club, and you do it in the DJ booth or in the back of the VIP. Whipped cream with cherries and strawberries on top, nigga, don't stop. If you don't lock, don't knock, while the boat rock, we go watch the robot, so they gotta wait till the show stops. Or how about on the beach with black sand? Pick up your thigh and call me the black man. Table top and just give me the left hand. The rock to the bar to the boy to the flatland. That man ain't ludicrous. Woo! In the public bathroom, or in the back to the classroom, however you want it. Double lover gon' trap that ass. So see, I cap them and I pass them. Get a tight grip and I grasp them. I flash them and I'll laugh them. And if it ain't good, then I trash them. While you stash them, I let them breathe and they tell me what they fantasy. Like up on the roof. Tell your boyfriend not to be mad at me. I wanna lick you from your head to your toes. And I wanna move from the bed down to the floor. And I wanna you make it so good I don't wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy. I wanna lick you from your head to your toes. And I wanna move from the bed down to the floor. But I wanna you make it so good I don't wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy.
Wanna get your friends to the candle lit, you up to go out. Hit a Lucas concert, cause you know got sold out. You do it in the pouring rain, under the train when it's hot, when it's cold out. Library on top of the book, but you can't be too loud. Give me TLC. White House. Let's do the damn thing. What's my name? What's my name? What's my name? Oh, the sauna, jacuzzi in the back row of the movie. Huh. Scratch my back and roll me. Ayo. More like I'll scratch your back and roll you. I wanna move from the bed down to the place.
You make it so good I don't wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy.
Lick you from your head to your toes. Move from the bed down to the floor. You make so good I wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy. Wanna get in the backseat, windows up, that's the way you like to fuck. Clog up, clog alert, tuck your pants and rip the shirt. Rough sex, make it hurt, in the garden, all in the dirt. Roll around, Georgia Brown, that's the way that I like it. Legs jerk, overwork, underpaid, but don't be afraid.
Maybe your girl and my friend can trade.
Tag team off the road.
On the ocean or in the boat. Factories are on unexposed. What about them in the candy store? That chocolate making melt. Whips and chains, handcuffs. Smack a little booty up with my belt.
Playing in games.
Dracula, man, I'll get my bang. Horseback and I'll get my rain. School teacher, let me get my rain. Lick you from your head to your toes. And I wanna move from the bed down to the floor. And I wanna you make it so good I don't wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy.
Lick you from your head to your toes, and I wanna move from the bed down to the floor. And I wanna you make so good I wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy.
I wanna lick you from your head to your toes, and I wanna move from the bed down to the floor. And I wanna you make it so good I don't wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy.
Dude, this song came out when I was in like the 8th grade. Singing this song, wasn't even fucking sexually active at that time. Like, fucking hilarious. But knew every fucking word to the song. Like, man. Also, my liked playlist is so random. We went from fucking what's your fantasy into you're welcome. The music smooth as butter. I'm gonna sip it. This is, other than the sip it like it's styrofoam part, I like that song. This song. That was a great sweat sesh. Oh, man. Ha ha ha. I'm glad I have some Mandalorian to watch at least. Because I already finished The Last of Us. Although I might just like rewatch all of them one after the other. Also, I do need to rewatch the last one again. Because I've watched all of them twice. So I'm going to watch the last one again. Which they did a really good job. I feel like the last episode of The Last of Us Season 1 follows the game pretty closely. I just love that a game that I love so much, and I felt like I literally felt so hard for Joel in The Last of Us and was like just distraught when he got killed. So it's going to be very difficult to watch that killing happen in the second season because people who've played the games, we know it's coming, you know. But I just remember, you know, anybody who watched me play the game, like, we were into Joel, you know what I mean? And I had a few people that are like, oh, well, don't get too attached, and it's because, you know, he dies. And then, of course, you know, in the show rendition of it, they got Pedro Pascal, our JPP. How you doing? Little JPP up in there. Oh, God. Yeah. It's the perfect casting for that character. Definitely is going to be sad, though, when, you know, the fact that that character, they die. They don't have, you know, life past that little bit, but, whew, damn, my back is so sweaty right now. I should probably just take the sweater all the way off. But I want to keep the sweat contained. Dang it. These glasses are sturdy, but I can't stand when I whack them. Also, it is time for me to get a new prescription. Every 2 years I'm supposed to get a new prescription, but I can't afford to get new glasses right now, so they can just go to the wayside. I might look and see if I have glasses insurance with my health insurance. Because if I do, then they will pay for a portion of my glasses, and then I would pay the remainder, so that might not be so bad. Of course, I could just go to America's Best, where I can literally get 2 pairs of glasses for like $60, and they have my current eye exam there, but I don't have $60. But I'll be paying some anyways, even at the other place, so I guess it's just kind of like figuring out what's the best choice for me. Oh, Hermes hurts so much right now. You know what I think it is that he's ready to shed some of this dead skin. So I just kind of have to, like, let it dry out a bit. I think tomorrow he may end up losing his dry skin. Or maybe even today. I want to try to hold out for tomorrow, though, because I want to do a video of how it looks right now. And tomorrow is 1 month post-surgery. Meaning that Hermes will be 1 month old tomorrow. Oh, it hurts, though. Like, it is aching. And I already took some pain medicine. Man. He hurts. Ouchies. So I know it's healing because it itches like crazy, but it also hurts. Man, it's actually like a nice day today. It's cold, but it's nice outside. It's sunny. It's supposed to be a high of 61. I just keep thinking like, maybe I'll just like go for a walk to go for a walk, but I don't even know like where I'd go for my walk. I don't know. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Because tomorrow is supposed to be nice as well. Saturday is supposed to be nice also. I mean, it's like partly cloudy, so it's going to be like cold with it-ish. shore. And mystery going on my feet. This time, baby, I'll be a river. Doing up without this time, baby, I'll be bulletproof. This time, baby, I'll be bulletproof. Baby, bulletproof. This time, baby. Ooh, it's almost 4:20 somewhere. Yeah, buddy. It's 2:19. That means that it's 4:19 somewhere. This time, baby, I'll be. Cheers. Get some flexing love, blowing some smoke out. Got our bowl loaded because past Amber did so cheers. Baby got the legs. open, I don't need the door open. Feel the way I'm feeling. I don't know, baby. Tell me when you're coming through. Ooh. La 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 la. I need you, baby. Cheers. Oh shit. Oh yeah. I'm very satisfied with the numbers because we got a 62 and a 92, so it's like 69 times 2. And then 27, 27. Anytime you get alliteration with letters or numbers, I'm just like, ooh, yeah. But yeah, it is just about 2:30. It's 2:24 in the afternoon. So good motherfucking afternoon from me to you. Good evening to all the motherfuckers around the world, and especially good morning to those on the opposite side of the world of me. Afternoon on Thursday. Yeah, I don't have any plans. Do some dishes, vacuum, and I got some vacuuming to do. Vacuum, do some peppermint spraying. So other than, you know, basic cave upkeep, I don't have any plans. I gotta eat something because I had a V8 and then a string cheese, but it's definitely time to put something of substantialness in us, figure out what to eat. Figure out what the heck I want to do. Because, man, this is usually how my kid-free time goes. Because there's only so much stuff you can do by yourself. And sometimes you don't want to do any of the things that you have to do by yourself, you know? Like, sure, I could play a video game. Got tons of those, you know? I could try to draw, you know, because I am supposed to use my hand, you know, so we could draw. I had thought about doing a mermaid makeup and a mermaid look, but, like, I can't do that right now because my foot hurts, so I'm not going to, like, put a fin and a tail on when my body's already aching. So that's kind of not for today. But, you know, there's plenty of things that I could do, but I just, like, I want to hang out with someone, but there's no one to hang out with. I wouldn't have anybody to hang out with. For one, it's a Thursday, so all of my friends are busy because they're either working or their kids are getting home from school soonish, right? Because it's, oh, you know, 2 in the afternoon. Rainbow's at her dad's house. She'll come home Sunday. You know, that's one advantage with co-parenting and a healthy co-parenting relationship is that I get time to myself. Even if I don't know what I'm doing, it's just nice to not have to have the constant chatter of a 4-year-old and the constant not listening. Oh, 4-year-olds are... It's true what they say. It's the fuck you 4-years. The fuck you 4s is what I keep hearing. Because it really is. They're just like... They're... Oh, man, it's crazy. But at the same time, I love that, like, her speech is getting just so good. You know what I mean? Like, and she knows a lot of things. She was just showing off to my best duder the other day, doing math and all sorts of stuff. He's like, oh, she knows her numbers really well. I'm like, yeah, like, thank you. I hope I said thank you. But I'm in awe with my daughter too. She's sitting there going 5 + 5 is 10, and I'm like, oh, look at you doing some hard math. I'm like, shit, kid, you don't have to show off to this one. I'm just joking. I would never do that. But that's like the ongoing joke is like kids are a good way to pick up people. But I don't need to pick up on my best dude. Or if I have romantic interest past platonic interest, I would just have to say so. But there's a lot of variables with that. I think, like, just always go with the flow. I definitely am going to write him a letter because he enjoyed getting a handwritten letter. So I think I want to attempt to do, like, one of his little comics that he used to do back in the day. But I could never think of good concepts for these comics, man. His was always the best. He still can't believe that I still have a little comic strip that he did back in the day. He's like, oh my god, you still have that? I'm like, yep. He's one of the very few males that I had a picture of him in my wallet at one point, which is interesting. I'm not really a wallet carrying person. Like, I do have a wallet, but, like, I'm not attached to it. Like, it only goes places with me when I need to pay for something. You know, I do have tons of pictures that are just still in, like, their envelopes. They've never actually gotten put up onto a collage. I should put some of them up. Anyways. I guess we'll do one more cheers. One more cheers with you guys before I say goodbye. I wish, you know, someone had popped in, and even if someone was, like, to pop in right now, I'd be like, yay, someone to chat with, and I'll finish this toke. But I'll probably just hit this, end this, and then probably I should do dishes. So I think what I'll do is probably put on you. Put you on my phone. Yeah, my phone's still got a charge. Put that on my phone, do some dishes, maybe eat something before I do dishes, take a shower at some point. Unless I want to sweat some more, but my hip's pretty done. Like, that's so one thing shitty with having physical health ailments is that I can't work out like I used to. Man, fucking 13 years ago, yeah, I had a bum hip, and I had a bum knee, but I didn't have the extra arthritis, and it was like fresh. So I was able to do, you know, hour-and-a-half long workouts, mostly cardio. I also did lots of weights, which right now I can't do weights and bands because, you know, Hermes is still healing. We'll be able to get back to that, you know. But I just wish that I had a swimming pool that I could do low-impact workouts in. Because with as much arthritis as I have in my body, they say that I should always do aqua or aquatic aerobics. Yeah, well, in a perfect world, sure, but that's just not ideal. Like, you know, is insurance going to pay for me to go to, like, an aquatic class at a place that has, like, a pool? You know what I mean? No. So, I make do with what I have. But I am really confident that this year we'll get to 247 and get our hernia fixed. Even though being 247, we'd be able to get our hip fixed, we can't be living here when we get our hip replacement because we have stairs. So my hip replacement is weight and environment, whereas hernia is just weight, and we are 30 pounds away from that. 270 is what we need to be. Really, we're like less than 30 pounds away. It's like 28 pounds, 25 to 28 pounds away. Either way, you know, 30 fucking pounds to hernia. And I look forward to getting my hernia fixed because the fucking thing just hurts. Like, at least, like, 5 times a week. It's not every day, but pretty much every day, and sometimes multiple times in the day. It's just rough. Like, if my pants are too tight on it, it hurts. I could just be waking up. And my doctor said the waking up part is because I'm laying down and then I go to a prone position. And so when you do that a few times, it causes pain. And I'm like, well, fuck. You know, like... crazy. It's crazy, baby. Cheers. Alright. Thank you, motherfuckers, for tuning in, and I hope you have a stupendous Thursday. No clue when the next content will be or what it will be. So until then and always, remember to be kind to yourself and everyone else. Ah! Ouch. Fucking hand hurts. Let's try it again. Remember, be kind to yourself and everyone else. And we'll see you next time. Bye.